Hi guys, welcome to another Ned's Tool Talk video. In today's video, we're back in a garage, which means the winter is well and truly here. It's gloomy, it's cloudy, it's drizzling rain, and it's really cold. So back in a garage. Anyways, the subject of today's video, new vacuum. I don't even know how many vacuums are good, but come on. It's another tool, so why not? This vacuum in particular is, I'm gonna just put it down, I'll grab the box. We're not gonna be doing unboxing, I've unboxed it already, too impatient, so I'm just gonna read you the specs of the box. This vacuum in Bunnings is $149 Australian. And it says ideal for pet fur and hair pickup, and you'll see why. It's got HEPA filter, powerful suction, powered brush bar. That's why it's got it. That's why it's good for pet hair, because it's got a motorized brush bar, motorized head. Includes, again, brush bar, dust brush, and crevice tool. It does not come with an attachment that you can extend it. I'm gonna have to look into it, because even my wife says she'd like the 1/2 meter or 60 centimeters extension. So that's one thing I'm gonna have to look into it. If I find an attachment that fits there, I'm gonna put a link in the description for you guys. So keep an eye for that. If I find it, if I don't, apologies. That means they don't make it. Anyways, runs on 18 volt, suction 5.2 kPa, airflow volume 765 liters a minute, dust storage capacity 650 mil, weight 1.2 kilos. I would say that's 1.2 kilos without any kind of battery. Now, RYOBI claims up to 28 minutes runtime on 4-amp-hour battery. Now, two factors. Is that with load or without the load? They're not mentioning, because that's a big difference. If you put a vacuum against a carpet, rug, or floor, it's gonna be on the load, so it's gonna suck through more of the battery. It's gonna need more juice. That's one factor. The other factor is that with one of these attachments or with a powered brush, because motorized power brush is gonna take some power itself. So I would say that's up to 28 minutes on 4-amp-hour runtime. That's probably no load. So if you just turn it on and leave it there. Realistically, from my previous experiences with vacuums and stuff, 4-amp-hour battery, maybe 22 to 25 minutes would be more realistic runtime. That's that. Now, the extensions. The crevice tool, nothing special, just a standard crevice tool. Nice point for vacuuming the carpets in a car. The dust brush, standard like any other brand. It turns almost 90 degrees, which is quite handy. But the best thing about it all is this motorized head. It doesn't bend there. So this bit, it kind of sits like that, and this bit goes, so you can vacuum in different directions. You can see it under. That's what it looks like. Let's see the width of it. The full width is 132 millimeters, and the width of the brush is 105 mil, where the opening is 105 millimeters. Here you've got a screw where you can put a screwdriver, undo it, and pull the whole head out for cleaning. It's got a nice port there that you can see the dust and stuff going through, and it's got two contacts because of course it's motorized, and this is where your motor is. The main unit itself, the crevice tool fits like that. The dust brush just fits like that, simple and easy. And the motorized head, you're gonna have contacts on the bottom of the main tool where it fits in. Yeah, so that's how it slots. And of course that plastic cover at the front spins, so you can turn it in a couple of different directions. The main thing is the vacuum itself. Quite ergonomic, quite easy to use. I like the handle on top and a trigger right here, because when you're down, you kind of just like that. So it's very ergonomic. The motor itself is right in this area here. You can see some vents and ports there. The battery of course goes at the back. Very simple, just on and off button, not much to it. It says RYOBI there, nice white lettering on like a black stripe, and you're gonna get your model number, serial and everything right there. Loading and offloading of the canister, very straightforward. Press a button there, drop it off, take it off. You're gonna have a hook there, put it in there, clicks on, easy. Now let's take it off. That, to open it, under, press the button, opens, you can empty it, click it on. If you wanna clean the filter, at the back, twist on and off, the filter comes out, and I believe you can most likely take the whole thing, yeah, you can take the whole thing out. Just put it back in. It's got the nice stoppers where it stops, and that's it. Now guys, with all the vacuums, I recommend, a lot of people complain after a month, 2, 3, 6 months, depending how much you use it. People complain, oh, it's not as good, the suction's gone, this, that, I've emptied it, I've shook it off, this, that, blah, blah, blah. I've whacked the filter of the fence, doesn't clean anymore, it doesn't suck. It's not gonna do it. You need to blow it out with the air compressor if you want your vacuum to perform as good as it can. Simple as that. You haven't got an air compressor, find a relative, find a friend, find someone who's got one, blow this out as often as you can. All my vacuums, whether it's in a garage or the ones in a house, they get emptied once a week, every single time on a compressor, clean the filter, vacuum performs as new constantly. So, enough chitty chatting. I'm gonna just turn it on for you guys. Now I'm gonna put it on this vacuum. I'm gonna use with a 2 amp hour battery, just because it's a small handheld vacuum. I don't want to be holding this, and I'll be honest with you, holding the vacuum and the battery, I'd say the battery is almost heavier than the vacuum itself. So I don't want to be holding that. So you see, the battery pulls the vacuum down. I am predominantly going to be using it with a 2 amp hour battery, and see how nice and balanced that is. Turn it on. Not overly loud as well, and also see here, two nice LEDs, and very bright LEDs also, I'll tell you that much. I'm gonna show you the motorized head, and it's got quite a bit of suction. It pulls my hand against itself. So let's do some vacuuming, yeah? Alright, so here we got a floor mat of a car. It's got quite a bit of dust, and we all know, so this is of a Mazda CX-5. We all know these new cars, especially Mazdas, they've got absolute rubbish quality floor mats. They do last, but they're horrible to vacuum. So we're gonna do a crevice tool first, give it a bit of a try. Works just fine. The thing that I am excited about is the motorized brush head. So that's the one I want to try really. So let's give it a try. Come. See how good it can make it. Nice and clean. Now you can definitely hear with a 2 amp hour battery, you can definitely hear where the motorized brush hits the carpet. You can hear the vacuum dies down a little bit. So I'm gonna pull another flow mat and we'll give it a try with the 4 amp hour just to see a comparison. Side quite a lot dirtier. We'll swap out the battery, and by the way, that took a little bit of a battery, 1 bar. So fully charged 4 amp hour battery goes in. Let's see how it's gonna perform. Already it spins much faster, so maybe I should use it on a 4 amp hour. It's just gonna run better. Vacuum keeps better also. This middle bit, this bit right here, is extremely difficult to get the dust and sand out with a normal vacuum. This brush head makes a whole difference. And to be honest, this head is the main reason why I purchased the vacuum in the first place. So that made a big difference. So maybe I should use it with a 4 amp hour after all. 149 Australian dollars. What do you think, guys? Is it worth it or not? In my opinion, it is. Small, handy. I've got that big stick vacuum for the big areas in the house. This is just for the corners and maybe couches, sometimes cars, because I use different vacuum in the garage for cars. In my opinion, it's worth it, especially if you got Power Pass. You get a couple of bucks off on top of that. It's a great vacuum for that money, for that price tag. You can't go wrong. I know there's cheaper versions of the other vacuums, but with all the options and accessories that this thing has, and also 6 years warranty, you just can't go wrong with RYOBI and 6 years warranty. Something happens, it dies in 5 years. As long as you got it registered on their website, take it to Bunnings. No one's gonna ask you a question. As long as you present a receipt and show them it's registered, they'll swap it, man. It is that easy. So that's one big plus for the RYOBI. Anyways, guys, enough rambling about the vacuum. That's it for today's video. Like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Ciao.